Harry Maguire is finally back to his best form. And no, this isn't a funny video on him. After years struggling at Manchester United, it seems like Harry Maguire is finally getting back to his prime. As a matter of fact, he was able to win the Premier League Player of the Month award for the month of November. But what happened this season to the English centre that flipped the switch from being mediocre doing stuff like this on the pitch? To becoming a key player for Manchester United with these wonderful highlights? Let's find out. In order to understand, it's important to know what made him worse in the first place. Maguire was one of the brightest prospects in England back in 2019. After coming from an amazing World Cup with England's national team in Russia in 2018, and also after being a key player for Leicester City, many clubs were interested in him, but he ended up joining Manchester United for £80 million. Maguire was also named captain of Manchester United as soon as he joined. That's a lot of pressure to be put on. The first season was actually great for Maguire, but after that, it was all downhill for him. Maguire went on to hit some very low points in his career. He went from being a star to a meme, with compilations of his worst moments on the pitch being made. His confidence was gone. He actually hit the lowest point of his career in the start of the 2023-2024 season. He went from always starting and being the captain of Manchester United to being benched by Erik ten Hag, and sometimes not even called up. Maguire also got stripped on the captain role in August. But it's not over yet. After playing only one game with Manchester United, he got called up with England, and on a game versus Scotland, he unfortunately scored an own goal. Fans started booing and abusing Maguire so much so that his mother went on to post a statement on Instagram to ask for the abuse to be stopped. Maguire hit rock bottom, the lowest point in his career. But when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that way is up. And after both Lisandro Martinez and Varane got injured, Ten Hag had no choice but to start Maguire again. After a couple of complicated games, Maguire got back to his form and became a key element in Manchester United's defense. In fact, ever since he started playing regularly again, Manchester United started conceding less goals and started winning more. Maguire's renaissance came at the same time as Manchester United's renaissance, because the Red Devils had constantly gotten better ever since Maguire was a starter again. But what played a key role in Maguire's redemption? It's confidence. Maguire has always had great qualities that he constantly displays with England under a system that suits him with manager Southgate, with a lower back line that doesn't highlight Maguire's biggest weakness, pace. When the international breaks are over though, and he gets back to United, it all starts going downhill again because of the higher back line and because Maguire just feels overwhelmed by a negative environment. Now though, Maguire seems to have gained his confidence back and the level of his performances have skyrocketed. After months where he had to go through all kinds of criticism, he never said something. He patiently waited for his chance, and after he got it, he proved he's still a reliable player. A very important moment was his goal against Copenhagen. The only goal of the game to get 3 crucial points for Manchester United's Champions League campaign. But he isn't done yet. After a fantastic month of November, to crown all his hard work of the last months, he managed to win the Player of the Month award. Maguire helped the team in getting 3 clean sheets out of the 3 Premier games, with some impeccable performances like the one against Fulham. A tough game for Manchester United as they only scored the winner in stoppage time. Maguire got the following remarkable stats in that match. He won 10 out of 13 duels, completed 82% of the passes, made 9 clearances. Ten Hag was so amazed by this performance to the point that he said in the post-game interview he was playing a massive game, a very good performance. He showed leadership, and in and out of possession he was very good. So I'm very pleased with that performance from Harry. After being left out by Ten Hag, he now turned around his career and he was able to claim the starting spot of Raphael Varane, one of the most elite defenders of his generation. Constantly stacking top performances made him get considered as Manchester United's best player this season by many notable newspapers. One of them is Goal. Maguire's rise is undoubtedly a wonderful story that proves to us how crucial it is to never give up, even when having to go against all the odds. That's why mentality is key in football. Do you think that it's still going to be all the way up for Harry Maguire in his redemption season? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.